Christmas! Happy Thursday. How y'all doing? I tell you what, my relationship with Jesus is something that's very, very special and important to me. I don't talk of that much because a lot of people have hijacked who Jesus is and turned them into something that they're not. That's the best way to put it and stuff. But today, I want to speak about gratitude. People talk about Thanksgiving like it's, that's the one week to have, thanks or gratitude. But I tell you what, every day I have gratitude. When I drive home, I've talked about my drive before, the view that I have and stuff. At one point I've got the Superstition Mountains to my left, and I've got part of the beginning part of the Santan Mountains to my right and stuff. And there's many times, like every day, I drive and I see the views that I have because I live far out to where it's very developed now, but it's also still desert at the same time and stuff. So I get to see all those kind of views, and every day I say to myself, man, I can't believe that this is where I'm at. I can't believe where my life has gotten me. See, I'm an Army brat, so when I grew up in Germany and stuff, but then at the same time we moved every couple of years, back and forth, different towns in Germany, and then we moved to Hawaii, moved back to Germany and stuff, different towns, and then we moved back to the States, and then I lived in a few different states in the United States and the US and stuff, and then finally ended up in Arizona. And I've spent the majority of my life now in Arizona and stuff, and I tell you what, with all of its quirks and some of the awful moments and stuff, I'm very grateful that I live here. I sometimes still don't believe it. I say to myself, I can't believe that, that kid, I still remember the kid when I was a kid and stuff. I would never have dreamed that this is where I would end up, and I am so grateful that this is where I ended up because I love it here. Like I said, I see all these sights. I watch the sunset, sunrise, so on and so forth, and I say to myself, man, I'm blessed. I am really freaking blessed. I don't know how people living here can be as miserable as some people are, because man, if you open your eyes and you just see the beauty all around you, it's like, dude, this is a wonder. Pretty much, and that's probably every city, wherever you're at too. You've got those beautiful views, those beautiful sights you do. You've got those moments, so just have that gratitude. I'm thankful I have a heart filled with gratitude. I can understand people who are ungrateful and stuff, but the best part of having gratitude is those moments where you're like, man, I have so much gratitude for what I have, for where I'm at, for these people, for this and that, so on and so forth. Dude, those moments are just really wonderful moments. So I hope that for you this Christmas day. I hope you have gratitude. I hope you have love. I hope you appreciate where you're at and stuff. And I hope your life is getting you to a place that makes you happy and joyful. So anyways, have an awesome Thursday. You are an awesome, amazing human being, and I love you so much. Peace out and bye.